So here is it all blended now. And so what I do is I take like a Tupperware container and then I take like, this is a paint strainer bag that you can buy at Ace or Lowe's or something, and it's a really fine mesh bag, and so I use that to strain all of my juices out. And it has a little stretchy top, so it's easy to just hold on to the containers. Okay, so what I do is this yielded a lot of juice today. So that's good, because it's really good. So I pour it all into there. And then you just have to work at squeezing all the juices out. And you can kind of see it filling up with juice. Ooh, it gets messy. I probably need a wider mouth container to squeeze all the juices. But you just slowly work at squeezing them. It kind of looks nasty, but honestly, it's going to taste really good. It doesn't taste bad at all. The celery is what you've got to look out for. I hate that devil celery. Okay, so this is always hard at first because I don't want to lose any precious juice because I want all that I can get. So I just work at squeezing it out. And this is basically how you juice feast if you don't have a juicer. And so this is what I do for every single one of them. And it takes me about an hour and a half or so to juice all of my juices in the morning. But it's not too bad considering that's all of my meals for the day in 1.5 hours. So I just keep, and like this right now, the level that it's at, this would fill up one jar. So like this would be one meal right here. So it's going to yield a lot more than that. So I'm just going to continue squeezing this, and that is how you make a juice on a juice feast. Points to anyone who can name the movie that's playing right now. If you have kids, you may be able to. Okay, there's still a lot more juices in here. So you just have to kind of squeeze it out. Squeezing. This is a lot of juice. It's good. Basically, what I'm doing here, by squeezing this, I'm basically acting as my large intestine right now. Because this is like what poop would look like. Just kind of gross thought, but because it's just all of the fiber that's left behind in the juices. And I'm basically squeezing out all of the nutrients that are in the juices, which is basically what your large intestine does. And I think I'm about done. Okay. So it's pretty much like a dried bunch of pulp and fiber left over. And I wish it wasn't winter, because if I had a garden, I would be totally sticking this as mulch into the garden, because it would be really beneficial. So anyways, then all you do is you just rinse out your bag, and so I want to show you what the pulp kind of looks like up close. So like this is the pulp, and ooh, I don't want any. Well, it's okay if it drops. And so it's just pulp. Yeah, it just looks like that. So yeah, pretty much looks like poop. Okay. So then I just rinse out the bag, and now that I have my juice, I just get my regular mason jar. So this is about a quart, and I stick my bag in there again and then pour the juice through it, just because sometimes the pulp can just a little bit will leak through in there, and I don't like sucking up an occasional chunk of something. So you just pour it all the way in. And I still have like a lot of juice left over, so I'm going to stick it in another jar. So as you can see, there's just like a tiny bit of pulp at the bottom of that. And so I just pick up another jar. Pour the rest of this in there. Okay, and there is the juice that is yielded from an entire head of lettuce, 1 carrot, a half of a bell pepper, a half of a cucumber, and a whole apple. And so that is the juice that's yielded. And the apple and the carrots give it a really really sweet taste. It's not like super sweet like my fruit juices, but it's still pretty sweet. And the cucumber gives it a really crisp and fresh taste, and so I really like this juice for my morning juice. And that is how I make my juices. See ya!